Hey guys, if you're even thinking about buying a home, if you're even thinking about selling a home in the Chattanooga, North Georgia area, this is the person you need to be talking to. Hey, I'm Kevin Blair, and you have found your way to Mortgage Sense, a common sense approach to mortgages. And my name is Kevin Blair with Element Home Loans, and I have got one of my favorite people in this world, Miss Christen Woody. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
You know, I am doing super fantastic, but I think I'm going to get better.
Awesome.
I'm going to get better.
Great.
You know, we've got some snow, we've got some ice. It's pretty. All the kids are home.
Yep.
So,
yeah, they're screaming, and yeah, we're cooped up. That's for sure.
You know what? That's why the young people like you have kids. Old people like me, we have grandkids.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something. If one or two or three or nine of them were stuck at my house, I'd crawl to work. Okay?
Right.
and I love my kids and I love my grandkids.
I get it.
You know, no. All right. So we've had an interesting 5 or 6 months, haven't we?
Yes, we have. It has been a whirlwind. Switching companies and branching out on my very own to do my own thing. So it's been interesting and fun. So,
you know, and we did, I think it was probably this time last year when I think we ended the year doing a podcast together. Okay. And we had talked about you were my number one producing agent for that year. Okay.
Whoop, whoop. Yep.
Absolutely. All right. And then you went and did something big. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So first, look, how long have you been in the business now?
I'm in my third year. So at the end of about mid last year, I got recognized in the Chattanooga World Producer magazine as a rising star. So that was really cool, and what an honor. Really great experience all around. And I think that just kind of gave me the confidence to be like, hey, let's do this on my own. So I suited up and did that. So now I'm with Keller Williams Realty, so as an independent agent.
Nice. Well, and we've talked about this. I'm very proud of you, very excited for you, and it's a great journey. And I talk about this a lot, Christen. I mean, what I like most about what both of us do is nobody can tell us what we're worth. Okay.
True.
Nobody can put a ceiling on us. And I'm on a call every morning from 8:30 to 9. Every morning from 8:30 to 9, and from loan officers all over the country.
Right.
And it's amazing what attitude and confidence does for us. Okay?
Absolutely.
But you've got to we can have attitude and confidence and not know what we're doing.
Absolutely.
We're still going to struggle. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So 3 years into this, what did you do before? I know, but let's tell the folks, what did you do before?
Physical therapy. So I worked in as a physical therapist assistant for 12 years. So healthcare. Before that, I was an exercise physiologist. So my background is exercise and health, basically. So completely different.
Yes, it is. But you're dealing with the public. You're dealing with people.
I am. Before that, I was restaurant industry. So I think that kind of molded me into this little ball of, compassion and service and, all that kind of stuff. So once I learned like the actual legal stuff of real estate and the sales portion, I think it just helped me like be a little bit, more molded just with all those qualities. So.
What do you think? And I told you, I don't have questions. I'm just, because I want this to be real. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't give you questions that we're going to ask. No. What do you think is your special quality? Seriously, you've been highly successful in 3 years. Okay. Mm-hmm. So what do you think what makes Christen special?
Well, I think just like I was saying, just the people aspect, I can pretty much size anybody up in about 5 seconds of meeting them, and kind of figure out, how to interact with them, and, what their needs are going to be, even without asking them really, just really impromptu getting to know people and working with people and, getting them what they want. I'm that personality type. I did that disc test recently, and I'm that personality type. It's like, Christen will be quiet, but if she feels strongly about something, it's going to be said. So, I think that's good that I'm able to kind of hold it in, but then when I feel like it needs to be said, don't mess around. So.
Oh, don't I know it? Don't I know it? So, it's funny you say that because, we've always heard God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Yes.
Okay? So we should be listening twice as much as we talk. There's something to that. Number one, to be able to be in tune with somebody, but we can't be in tune if we're not paying attention.
Right.
So that's a great quality to admire. Okay. And it's funny, Sherry and I last night, I'm still in mourning with my Cowboys losing. Okay. This weekend, in the playoffs. Okay.
Right.
But every night we love podcasting. We love learning, and we love seeing inspirational stories.
Yes.
And I'm going to throw a name out there. You're not going to know who he is. If you do, I'm going to be really impressed. His name is Michael Irvin. Okay. He was wide receiver for the Cowboys back in the 90s. Won 3 Super Bowls with him. And so Joe Buck does a live podcast and live interview, and he's got all different types of sports stars, and he's interviewing Michael Irvin last night.
Mm-hmm.
Christen, he was number 15 of 17 children. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, exactly. Okay. His junior year in high school, his dad passed away.
Oh.
And so Joe was asking him last night about, what do you think your quality is? And you know what he said? And I knew what he was going to say before, because I've watched this kid forever. He's not a kid. He's like 6 years younger than I am. He said, I'm going to work harder than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I've got talent, I've got knowledge, but I'm still going to work harder than anybody else.
Absolutely.
And that hit home with me, because I've always said, I'm not the smartest, I'm not the sharpest, but ain't nobody going to outwork me. It ain't going to happen.
Absolutely. Hands down. Yes.
What did we do Saturday?
Open house. I went door to door, probably knocked on about 20 doors and came back and hosted an open house with you. It was fun.
Absolutely. You know what? We're in the service business. We chose to be in this business.
Yeah.
So we have to put ourselves out there.
Absolutely.
Have to put ourselves out there.
Absolutely.
So, I probably shouldn't ask this, but I'm going to ask you. Okay. I'm not looking for a number. Maybe a little bit. What's your goal for 2024?
You mean in GCI or?
An overview. Okay. I'm not looking for, I want to close 1 deal a month or 2 deals or 3 deals. That's an unfair question, because that's a little bit too personal to put out there. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull that one back.
I'm trying to actually have that. I have my goals. I have all my goals done. I have a coach. I have a real estate coach.
Nice.
And he has helped me kind of start all over again, because that's pretty much what I did, was start all over again when I came over to independent agent. Let me see if I can find it here.
So I am very driven, and I've got goals. I've got them on my board. You've seen my board. And this year I did something completely different than I've ever done before. I have split my goal into 3-month increments.
Okay, cool.
And I've always reevaluated, but I've actually, based on facts, I went on a 3-month. But I will tell you something. About 3 years ago, this changed for me. All right. I stopped chasing a person. Okay. Because I've been chasing a person that I wanted to beat as far as numbers.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you what happened. 3 years ago, I said, you know what? I want to get better every day. I want to get better every month. Mm-hmm. I want to get better than what I did last year. I want to get better than what I did.
Absolutely.
And what has happened, it has exponentially exploded on us, which is very, very exciting.
That's great.
Okay, so share your goals. What are you going to do?
So my goal is 6 million in volume, which I almost had my first year. I was so close.
Yes.
But it's different when you're on a team. 6 million on a team is you're not making that because you're splitting so much. So the sales, yes, is there, but what you end up coming home with is much less. So I would like to still reach that mark of 6 million if possible. And just really center into my sphere. That's been my biggest thing, getting my database on point, doing my 36 touch system, postcards, emails once a month, just really nurturing my sphere. So that's...
And you're going to start being on my Thursday calls that I've set up.
Yes.
Which I'm very excited about.
Yes. And 17 transactions is what I want to close. I think I did 17 or 18 my first year. So this year it was a little bit weird.
We're coming back in December, and we're going to recoup this. We're going to figure out and find out what you did. Okay.
Yes.
So there's one thing, and I know your coach. This is not a coaching call. Okay.
Right.
But you know me. I love numbers, and I love trying to inspire people.
Yes.
So there's one thing to have a goal, but we got to have a system. We got to have a plan in place. And I'll tell you how I do it. Okay. I've got to go. It's right there. I know exactly what I want to do.
Yes.
But if I look at that number, Christen, it's too big. And it's exciting. All right. I have broken it down to months.
That's awesome.
And to a day. All right. And so if I hit that benchmark every single day, I don't worry about the numbers because the numbers take care of themselves.
Sure.
And it's been that way forever. I love the goal settings. I love working it. And lady, congratulations on what you're doing. Okay.
Thank you.
Superb individual, a great realtor, a great mom, a great husband, a great wife.
Husband, please don't call me
We're thinking a great wife to your husband.
Well, I do those roles too sometimes.
Yes, yeah, I know. This young lady's been at my home with her family. So when I tell you I know my partners, I know my partners.
That's true.
So, Christen, what's the best way to find you?
True. My phone number is 423-394-6912. My email address is ChristenWoodyRealtor@gmail.com. ChristenWoodyRealtor@gmail.com. I also have a Facebook page, Christen Woody Real Estate, and then Christen Woody Realtor on Instagram. So
if they want you, they can find you.
They can find me. That's
all right, guys. I'm Kevin Blair with the Kevin Blair team at Element Home Loans. Our website is kevinblairteam.com. You can go right above here to About Me page. Click a link, fill out a form. It'll come right to me, and I'll call you personally. If you like this kind of information, hit like, hit subscribe, ring that bell, talk to us, ask us questions. We love to interact with you, and we're here for your real estate and your mortgage needs. Christen, thank you, lady.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure, and I love doing business with you.
Thank you. Same here.
Have a great day.
Have a great day. Bye, guys.